Hello and welcome to Dwyer Stadium for tonight's matchup between the Elmira Pioneers and the Batavia Muckdogs. Austin Mendes alongside Jared Valentin, and we're trying something a little different this evening. We're having an honorary kid broadcaster join us on the broadcast this evening. We have Maverick Crawford from Elba, New York. Maverick, you ready for your first broadcast?
Yes.
So, Maverick will be joined shortly by his brother, Tucker Crawford. But first off, what are you most excited about tonight for this evening's game?
I'm wondering if the Muckdogs will win.
Do you think they'll win?
Yes.
Do you play baseball yourself?
Yes.
So, Maverick's going to help us with this evening's lineup. First off, we'll get a word from our lineup sponsor this evening.
Hello, my name is Reed Markham. Here's your starting lineup, sponsored by Thompson's Bank.
Now for the starting lineup for the Batavia Muckdogs. Leading off for the Muckdogs is
Lewis Lube.
Next up is the extra hitter.
Cooper Rock.
After that is the right fielder.
Anthony Rowe.
Batting cleanup is the first baseman.
Travis.
Trevor Dutra. Next up is the second baseman. Say it again.
Yankio.
Next up is the shortstop.
Cog. Walker.
Next up is the catcher.
Joseph Siller.
Next up is the designated hitter.
Preston B.
After that is the left fielder,
Sean Marcus. Sean Menes.
After that is the center fielder.
Travis Hammond.
And on the mound for the Muckdogs this evening is Gavin Chandler. Next up for the Elmira Pioneers, Aiden Grabowski is the second baseman with Darren Callahan at first base. Cooper Smith is the designated hitter. Tanner Donati patrolling center field. Bennett Sheeler, the catcher. Aiden Frey is the shortstop. Andy Schroeder, the right fielder. Tim Haftel, the extra hitter. And Eddie Kaufman is the left fielder. Evan Blanchard rounds out the lineup at the hot corner, and Mike Geissler is the pitcher this evening. Maverick, is this the first time you're at Dwyer Stadium this year?
Yes.
What do you think of Bubba Dog so far, the guy down on the field yelling?
He's crazy.
He's crazy? So, do you play baseball yourself?
Yes.
What position do you play?
I play second base.
Are you ready to help us with the first inning on this
Yes.
tonight's broadcast? So we're going to be sending it down to the field now, as Maverick's brother will actually be helping sing the national anthem this evening.
The Muckdogs clubhouse manager is Eric Kozinski. Tonight's HP Hood bad boys are Hank Anderson and Jacob Zutnak. And the Muckdogs official team trainer is provided by Rochester Regional Health. As Muckdog fans, it's now time to welcome to the field the Elba Central School District Chorus as they perform for you the Elba Alma Mater, as this is Elba Community Night. I will hold off 6, the shortstop from Elmira State College, number 00, Caleb Walker. Walker, shortstop. Batting 7 from the University of Rochester, the catcher number 38, Joseph Siciliano. Catcher. Batting 8, tonight's designated hitter from Flagler College, but more importantly, he's from Batavia, Notre Dame, and Attica, New York, number 17, Bryson Berry. Batting 9, the left fielder from Keystone College, number 7, Sean Zindes. And batting 10, playing center field from Southern Wesleyan University, tonight's Tully's hitman of the game, number 3, Travis Hammond. Hammond, center field. Starting pitcher for your Muckdogs this evening, from Marion Military Institute, number 25, Gavin Chandler. Chandler pitching for Batavia and the rest of your Batavia Muckdogs. Now I'd like to reintroduce the Elba Central School District Chorus as they perform the Alma Mater for Elba Community Night. Yes, let's hear it for the Elba Central School District Chorus. Nice job. Fans, tonight the colors are presented by Cub Scout Pack 86. I'd like to ask that you all please rise as the colors are presented. And just a kind reminder to everyone that after the national anthem has been completed, please remain standing until the colors have left the field. Muckdog fans, I'd like to welcome to the field an avid season ticket holder as well as a Jeopardy contestant. Let's welcome Kathy Preston as she sings tonight's national anthem.
We're back at Dwyer Stadium as things are getting started here for this evening's matchup between the Batavia Muckdogs and the Elmira Pioneers.
Thank you, everyone. Fans, this evening we have a very special first
so now sending it back up to the booth.
The school district helped raise over $1,000 for juvenile diabetes this year with a walk and a contest for donations.
We're now joined by Tucker, who just helped. Wrong one. Who just helped the pregame festivities down on the field. And Tucker, what's your favorite thing about baseball?
Pitching.
So I'm taking it that you play baseball in Elba.
Yes.
So I guess the next thing I'm going to ask you is, how long have you been a Muckdogs fan?
For as long as I've known the Muckdogs.
Good answer.
And what's the one team that I know all of us here that work the Muckdogs, our rival is the Elmira Pioneers. So
Yep.
what do you feel the final score is going to be tonight against Elmira?
I hope that it's 12-9, Muckdogs up, but I have a feeling that it's gonna be 13-10.
13-10. He's got a
13-10.
high-scoring game. Gavin Chandler, the starting pitcher this evening for the Muckdogs. I don't know if he likes that production. And you being a pitcher, I figured you'd want a lower score.
Yeah.
Maverick, what do you feel like the final score tonight's going to be?
I think it's gonna be 13-12.
Who's going to win?
13-12, a nail biter.
The Muckdogs are going to win? All right, we're getting ready as Gavin Chandler's on the mound this evening for Batavia. Chandler, this is the second time he's had an appearance this season. 4 innings pitched with 4 hits, a 4.5 ERA, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts on the season, and opposing batters are hitting .250 against him. So Tucker, .250, that's a pretty low batting average. He's been striking out and getting out a lot of batters. How do you feel Gavin's going to do tonight?
I hope that he does really good, and I think he's gonna throw a lot of strikes.
Hopefully he does. A left-handed pitcher for the Muckdogs this evening on the mound to face off against the Elmira Pioneers. Tucker and Maverick, I should say, will be joining us here all for the first inning as we get started here in Batavia.
Leading off tonight's game for Elmira, the second baseman, number 24, Aiden Grabowski.
Aiden Grabowski leads things off for the Pioneers this evening. What do you think Grabowski's going to do in his first at-bat, Tucker?
I think he might strike out like once or twice, and then I have a feeling that he's gonna hit the last hit.
What do you feel like he's going to do, Maverick?
I think he's gonna strike a lot of people out.
Well, that first pitch is in there for a ball. Next pitch from Chandler is outside for the second ball.
Tucker and Maverick setting a really high bar for Chandler to start things out. 2 quick balls, but still got a chance to get those strikes.
Next pitch from Chandler is inside for a ball. So Tucker, we asked your brother Maverick before we started, are you nervous being up here in the booth?
A little.
A little? Maverick, were you nervous?
No.
Some competition between the two brothers from Elba this evening. Siciliano goes out to talk to Chandler. 3-0 count. Chandler looking to battle back. Next pitch from Chandler, trying to battle back. That one's in there for a ball as he walks his first batter this evening. You think that last pitch was a ball, Tucker?
Yeah, it looked. If he could get it in a little more over the plate, it would have been a strike.
What about you, Maverick?
I think it was a ball.
Next up, we got a runner on first with Darren Callahan up to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. That one's fouled down the first base line. So I got to ask you guys, do you guys think you could hit Gavin Chandler?
No. No.
One strike rather. Chandler getting ready for his 6th pitch. Throws over and he catches Grabowski off guard. They have a pickle going on. That tag's down by Dutra, and he's out.
Great play by Dutra and Gonzalez over in first and second to read that pickoff attempt being thrown and make the right play there to get the out.
One out already, Tucker.
I really hope that they're going to get 2 more outs. I hope they're going to get like 3 more outs.
Next up from Chandler, that one is in there for a called strike. 1-2 count. Tucker, if you're on the mound, what pitch are you throwing?
Either a slider or a curve.
Looks like that curveball dropped in the dirt. I think you and Gavin Chandler are on the same page there. What about you, Maverick? What would you have thrown?
I would have thrown a fastball.
We'll see if he throws a fastball here. 2-2, and there's a fastball inside for a ball.
Must have read his mind there.
Next up, Callahan getting ready for the full count. Pitch upcoming, the payoff pitch from Chandler. From the windup, the delivery swung on and missed. Seems like they fouled it off, actually. So, first question for Maverick. Who's your favorite baseball player?
My favorite baseball player is the pitcher.
Gavin Chandler's your favorite? What about you, Tucker?
I like Gavin Chandler.
2 Gavin Chandler fans up here in the booth with us this evening. Full count pitch. Chandler getting ready. That one swung on to deep right field. Greco on his horse getting underneath it for the second out.
Designated hitter batting third, number 8, Cooper Smith.
Cooper Smith coming up to the plate. Now 2 outs in the top of the first. What do you think Cooper Smith's going to do here in this at-bat?
He's probably going to bunt it.
He's going to lay down a bunt. What about you, Tucker?
All I've known for as long as I've been playing baseball, number 8, if you have number 8, you usually don't get that good hits. I think he might strike out.
They're calling a strikeout here, Jared.
Lots of aggressive strikeout predictions here early on. There's already 2 quick outs. That first pitch a strike, so they're not far off, Austin.
Well, we have Tucker, who's a pitcher, and they're both fans of Gavin Chandler. So the next pitch is outside for a ball. Now, 2 balls and 1 strike. Chandler getting ready for the 2-1 from the windup. That one's fouled off. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes. What do you feel like this next pitch is going to be?
I feel like it's going to be either a fastball up the middle or he's going to try and fake it out and do a changeup on the outside corner.
What about you, Maverick?
I think it's going to be a strike.
They called it a ball, so now full count with Chandler on the mound. Chandler getting ready for the payoff pitch, looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Chandler from the windup lifts his leg to the plate. That one's fouled off again.
Do they ever get those balls back?
It depends on if someone wants to give us the balls back. Chandler's next pitch, fouled off again.
A lot of low and outside pitches from Chandler here. Batters are swinging at them nevertheless, so maybe Chandler tries to change things up here.
Tucker, how about you call this next pitch?
I say it's gonna be a heater up the middle.
Off speed, barely missing on the outside part of the plate. And there's ball 4, now a runner on first base.
That's fourth. Center fielder number 33, Tanner Donati.
Tanner Donati coming up. And you guys thought that Cooper Smith was going to strike out. What do you feel like he's going to do in this at-bat?
I feel like he's gonna get a ball.
What about you, Tucker?
I feel like he might hit it straight up to center field, or he might just keep on hitting foul balls.
So the southpaw going to work against Donati, the 4th hitter in the lineup, and the center fielder for the Pios this evening, as that one's in there low for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Chandler getting ready for the next pitch. Smith on first. Chandler lifts the leg, goes to the plate, in there for a strike. Tucker, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a professional baseball player.
What position do you think you'd play? Pitcher?
Pitcher or first base?
What team do you want to play for?
Yankees.
The Yankees. Oh.
Good answer.
What about you?
I would rather be a professional baseball player and play at second, and I would rather play for the Muckdogs.
The Muckdogs.
That might be a better answer.
Coach Martinez, if you're listening, we have Maverick Crawford from nearby Elba. Could have a future baseball player, future second baseman for you here. There's a ball outside. So I'm assuming Tucker's favorite team is the Yankees.
It's the Muckdogs, Yankees, then Red Wings.
Red Wings? As in Geneva?
I think Rochester.
Yeah.
The AAA team, is that right?
Yeah.
I guess that's the good answer there, as that one's lined out for a single out in left center. Smith moves over to third. So Maverick, what's your favorite baseball team?
Muckdogs.
What's your second favorite team?
The Texas Rangers.
The Rangers.
Defending champs.
Wow. That brings up Bennett Geissler. Runners at the corners for Elmira. Southpaw getting ready. Looking over at first. Now the delivery to the plate. That one's outside for a ball. So now with 2 runners on, do you think that Elmira Pioneers score here?
No. They might score if he hits it past the infield, and he doesn't get an out, then I think he's going to get home.
That one's fouled off. 1-1. Chandler getting ready for the next pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the delivery. Swung on and fouled. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tucker, what would be your pitch here to get the strikeout?
A changeup or a curveball and make it kind of to the outside so it looks like a ball.
What about you, Maverick?
I would rather. What did you say?
What would be your strikeout pitch here?
Oh, a foul ball.
Chandler getting ready for the 2-2. We'll see if Maverick's right and there's a foul. Off speed, missing on the outside part of the plate. Now 3-2. Payoff pitch upcoming from Chandler.
Chandler once again getting himself into the full count. walked a pair of batters already, so a good chance he may walk this one as well.
Chandler getting ready for the full count pitch. Here he goes. That one's fouled off. So Maverick, you were right with a foul ball there.
I think that hit the building over there.
It might have. Hopefully not, because that means that we would have to fix the building. Full count pitch upcoming with 2 outs. The delivery from Chandler. Grounded up the middle. Almost snagged by Walker. And a runner comes across the score for the Pioneers. Now runners at the corners again.
The Pios already with a 1-0 lead, wasting no time getting on the board here. And Chandler just has to end this inning quickly before the Pios could add more runs.
Maverick, do you think that the Pios get any more runs this inning?
Yeah. Maybe.
That one's in there for a ball. How about you, Tucker?
If he throws 3 strikes, then I hope that they won't hit any of his strikes, but they might get home, since there is a player on third.
Now 2 balls. Here, the Pioneers leading 1-0 over the Muckdogs.
A common trend here for Chandler, getting himself behind in the count early and having to constantly fight back on every at-bat.
Chandler getting ready for the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike.
His bat is golden.
What was that?
His bat is golden. It's just wooden.
Chandler getting ready. The 2-1 pitch upcoming. Check swing. They'll say he went. Tucker, what's your baseball number?
My baseball number is 35.
35. Eric Smith is 35 for the Muckdogs.
What made you choose number 35?
In our league, I play 9U, and we don't get to choose our numbers. They just give us our number.
What about you, Maverick? What's your favorite number or your baseball number?
My baseball number is 63.
63. Chandler getting ready. The full count pitch upcoming. There goes the runner. That one's in there. Strike 3. There's a fastball to end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits on 37 pitchers for Chandler as we go to the bottom of the first here. Who just tapped me? Yeah.
How come they're not
Hey, how we doing? Can I get one federal admission ticket, please? That's for $9. Having a great season, man. Yeah. First place. First place. All Muckdogs. Thank you, sir. If you would like tickets, call our number at 585-524-2260.
My name!
We'll get you in here. Come on.
Thanks.
Alright. You good? Yep. Alright, go.
All you gotta say is, I don't even know who the pitcher is.
Chandler.
All you gotta say is,
Take a look. Nothing I can do. Send another roster to Regional Health. The best medicine services in Western New York.
So on there, it's like slower. So when you say it up here, it shows.
Yeah.
slow up there.
Yeah.
That's a little behind. There's a little bit of a delay.
But it's just like you're doing it live on there for everybody watching at home.
But it'll be synced up.
Huh? He heard it running down the first base line.
I hurt my knee running to first base.
So
In the head.
you're gonna hold this and just be like, "Hi, this is Tucker. Welcome back to the stadium." Ready?
Hi, this is Tucker, and we're back to the stadium. Let's see what...
Tucker will be doing the play-by-play for the bottom half of this inning. Lucas Lopez up first, Tucker. Geissler on the mound, and we'll turn it over to Tucker.
Ooh, looks like it's a little inside.
Little inside on that one.
That is a foul ball.
Tucker, what's your favorite part about baseball?
My favorite part is playing and scoring and having fun.
How old were you when you first started playing
When
baseball?
I first started playing baseball, I believe I was either 3 or 4. It's cracked out into outfield. They throw it to first, and he's out.
Did you beat it out at first?
If they missed the ball and it was way back there, I wouldn't have it. Hopefully this is going to be a better at bat, and Cooper is going to make a hit. Looks like it's a little on the outside.
One ball, no strikes.
Little inside again. Ooh, it's up the middle. It's a good swing, but he misses.
2 balls and 1 strike upcoming, Tucker. In there for a ball.
Almost, and hopefully he stays in there and makes a hit. It's cracked out. It's a foul ball.
Full count pitch upcoming.
Three and 2 count. It's a foul ball again. Full count. Will he get a hit? Ooh, it's a line drive straight to second. Will he get to first? Oh, and he's out.
Now 2 outs in the inning following the ball hit over to Frey, who threw it to first.
I have a question for you, Maverick. Do you think they will get a hit this inning and make it to first without getting out? Yes. I hope they do. Looks like it's a little too far out on the pitch. It's 1 strike. It's hit up the first. It's a foul ball. Will he get a hit?
You guys like show the speed up here?
Oop, it's a curveball, but it's gonna be a little too much to the side. And that is gonna be a ball.
Now 2-2 upcoming, Tucker.
Ooh. Fast ball, but it was a little too low. Full count. Will he make a hit or will he strike out?
Tucker, you think Greco gets on base here?
I hope so.
Full count pitch.
He swings and he misses. And that is going to be a switch up.
Well, we're sending it back to the booth as we'd like to thank Tucker and Maverick for joining us on the broadcast this evening. If you guys see them around Elba or Batavia, be sure to stop by and tell them they did a great job. I think they did a great job on the broadcast
They did fantastic.
this evening.
It was great. We got to rest for a little bit, and we put them in, and they did a fantastic job.
Nice job, guys, on the broadcast this evening. We'll be back for the second inning of play here in Batavia. Nice job, guys.
We wanted everything. We wanted everything. Start of the second inning here at Dwyer Stadium. Batavia trails Elmira 1-0, rather. And leading off for the Pios is right fielder Andy Schroeder. The first pitch from Chandler. Low and inside and called a strike. The 1-0 from the 0-1 from Chandler. Low and good for a ball this time. So the count 1-1.
1-1 count upcoming in the top of the second inning. Chandler's next pitch swung on, grounded over to Gonzalez. He picks it up and throws it at Dutra for the easy out.
First ground out of the day for Elmira after Cooper Smith batted home and a couple of walks early. So he's got to pick things up here if you're the Muckdogs.
Tim Haftel coming up to the plate. Next pitch. Looks like it's a little low for a ball. Next one, another ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Chandler, 2 balls, no strikes. That one's popped up. Getting underneath it is Walker, and there's the second out of the inning.
Great job by the Muckdogs to get 2 quick outs here and not allowing any runners on.
Next batter coming up is Eddie Kaufman. Chandler looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Next pitch from Chandler, swung on and missed.
Chandler finding his rhythm now after walking multiple batters in the previous inning. Now starting to throw a lot of more strikes in the zone.
Next one is swung on and missed, and now an 0-2 count upcoming. The 0-2 from Chandler. That one's popped up down the first base line. Hits off of one of the VIP tables over there. Chandler getting ready for the 2-strike pitch to Eddie Kaufman. The delivery. Swung on, grounded down the third base line, and foul. No balls, 2 strikes, and the delivery. Outside, and Chandler thought it was a strike. One, 2 upcoming. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and Chandler has a 1-2-3 inning off of 12 pitches.
Great rebound by Chandler. After the first inning, he had started out a little slow, but now is hitting his stride, and it's paying off so far.
We'll be back. Just going to fix some things up on the broadcast for some technical difficulties we were having.
Hello, my name is Reed Markham, and here's welcome back as we're back for the bottom of the second here at Dwyer Stadium. Trevor Dutra coming up to the plate for the Muckdogs. We apologize for switching between the scenes. Just wanted to make sure everything was working well on our end. Geissler ready for the first pitch to Dutra. Fastball is inside and low for a ball.
Got to get on base early here. If you're Batavia, not the start you wanted to this game in the first inning, a pair of groundouts and then a strikeout by Greco. So just anything to beat that as now you do as Dutra gets to first base.
Greco on first, that brings up Yankiel Gonzalez. That one's popped up from Gonzalez and going foul. Next pitch upcoming, the 0-1, swung on and missed from Gonzalez.
Gonzalez in a quick 0-2 hole. Just got to take it one pitch at a time.
0-2 upcoming. That one's going out to right field. Getting underneath it is Schroeder for the out. Brings up one out. Dutra on.
Caleb Walker now up, Austin. He had a pair of catches so far in this game at shortstop, and he's been a solid guy for the Muckdogs fielding this year.
Oh, 1 upcoming. Walker lays down the bunt, running over the first. Dutra gets over a perfectly placed bunt, and Walker reaches safely.
Great execution by Walker on the bunt there. Not the first time Batavia has had success with bunting. We saw against Elmira here at Dwyer, the home opener. The game-winning walk-off was a bunt attempt, so Batavia resorting to the bunt and having success.
That brings up the catcher, Joe Siciliano, with runners on first and second. Getting ready. Here's the pitch. There's a ball high. One ball, no strikes with 2 runners on. Here's the delivery. That one bounces in for a ball. Two balls and no strikes. Geissler, 27th pitch upcoming. Here's the delivery. In there for a called strike. Now 2-1.
Siciliano hasn't seen much time at the plate. Only 7 at-bats in the season with Batavia so far, and just 1 hit to his name, but can change that here against Elmira.
There's a ball, 3 balls and 1 strike. That one bounces in, and now the bases are loaded with Bryson Berry coming up to the plate. Berry, a native of nearby Attica, New York, went to Notre Dame, Batavia.
What a turnaround, Austin, for Batavia after that first inning. You get 3 quick outs, but now there's only 1 out and the bases are loaded. Prime scoring position here. 2 runners at least ready to come home, and Bryson Berry just has to bring him there from the plate.
Geissler getting ready for the pitch upcoming to Berry with 1 out. Lifts the leg to the plate, ball high and outside. One ball, no strikes. Geissler going back to work against Berry as he swings on it and misses. Geissler getting ready. The 1-1 with the kick. Grounded over to first, it's snagged, thrown to second, there's the tag. And there's the double play.
Just an unfortunate end to otherwise a great inning by the Muckdogs. Great work to load the bases. Just better fielding by Elmira to tally that double play.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Go to the bullpen. Ready?
Me? Ow. Thanks to these Muckdogs jerseys, which you can buy now, I'm still fresh and still clean.
Hey, how we doing? Good. How are you? Can I get one federal admission ticket, please? All right. So that's gonna be $9. Having a great season, man. Yeah. First place. First place. Muckdogs. There you go. Thank you, sir. If you would like tickets, call our number at 585-524-2260. Go Dogs.
All right, so the green looking about 300 yards straight out, maybe a little bit dog leg right. We'll see what we got here with this draw here.
Hopefully I don't slice this one.
No golfing at Dwyer.
So where should we golf at?
What do you mean?
Atticus 10th hole in Attica, New York. 95 Bunnell Street.
All right,
We should go there. We should go there.
We'll take your word for it.
Evan Blanchard coming up to the plate as we're in the top of the third inning with Elmira leading over the Muckdogs by a score of 1-0. Chandler getting ready for the next pitch. So that one's in there for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Chandler getting ready as he lifts the leg and goes to the plate. That one falls in there for a called strike 1.
Great aim by Chandler there, just outside the zone, but not too far enough to call it a strike.
That one bounces in there for a ball. Now 2-1. In there, called strike. Now 2-2 upcoming. Chandler going from the windup, looking for the first out of the inning against the 10th hitter in the lineup. That one's grounded over, picked up by Chandler, spins around, throwing to first, going past Dutra. That'll be an error on Dutra.
Despite the error by the Muckdogs, Blanchard didn't try to advance to second. He just stayed at first there. An interesting decision by Elmira. And how about that bullet pass by Gavin Chandler over to the first? That's an arm if I'd ever seen one.
That brings up the top of the lineup and Aiden Grabowski to face off against Chandler. Chandler throws over, just trying to keep Blanchard honest.
Grabowski walked in his first at-bat.
Next pitch, that one's fouled off. Chandler going back to work, resetting himself, throws over where Dutra catches it. Attempted pickoff, ends up being safe at first, just trying to keep Blanchard near the bag. No balls and 1 strike. Chandler lifts the leg, throws back over, and Dutra got him at first!
There's that arm that I talked about, Austin, that bullet pass to first. teased us with that last play, and this time thrown. The pickoff attempt that was thrown working out for Chandler.
Chandler, that's the second batter he's picked off. The first one was Grabowski in the top of the first. Chandler getting ready for the 0-1. Going from the windup this time, the southpaw with the pitch that falls in there for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Chandler. That one bounces away from the catcher, Siciliano. One ball and 2 strikes upcoming after the umpire gets his new baseballs. Chandler getting ready, the delivery. That one's popped up. Going after it is Gonzalez, but getting underneath it is Hammond out in right center for the out.
Hammond had to move a little bit from deep center field to make that play, but still gets the job done there.
That brings up Darren Callahan, the second hitter in the lineup. He flew out to deep right field last time. So that one's in there for ball 1. One ball, no strikes as that one is fouled off. One upcoming. Chandler from the windup, the delivery, the off speed gets in there, squeezing in to the strike zone. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes upcoming.
Chandler loves to keep batters on their toes with that low off-speed pitch that's just a tad outside, but not too far to definitively avoid a swing.
Chandler, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The southpaw going back to work. Swung on and missed for strike 3. No runs on no hits, 14 pitches for Chandler as we head to the bottom half of the inning.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Going to the bullpen. Ready?
Me? Thanks to these Muckdogs jerseys, which you can buy now, I'm still fresh and still clean.
Welcome back for the bottom of the third here. Sean Mindas coming up to the plate for the Muckdogs. The Muckdogs trailing by 1. Geissler going from the windup and the delivery. That one nails Mindas in the helmet. He's just laughing about that one. We'll have a runner going over to first now. Travis Hammond coming up to the plate with a runner on first. Hammond is the Tully's hitman this evening. Fans in attendance will be hoping that Hammond can get them a hit. Upcoming pitch. Hammond looking to lay down a bunt. The fake snap throw to first, but Mindas doesn't allow them to even throw it down. 1 ball, no strikes. Hammond getting ready, the delivery. That one's in there for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Geissler going from the stretch here. Lifts the leg, the kick and the delivery. That one bounces in front of the catcher, Sheeler. Now 3-0, and Hammond looking to get on base. Lopez on deck for the Muckdogs. Mindas with a 1-step lead off of first, and Geissler going back to the plate. That one's in there for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Three-one delivery in there for ball 4, and now 2 runners on with the top of the lineup coming up in Lucas Lopez. Two runners on. Lopez getting ready for the first pitch from Geissler. Lifts the leg and the delivery as that one sneaks in for a called strike 1. Lopez in his previous plate appearance grounded out to the second baseman Grabowski. The 0-1 upcoming. The delivery, that one is into the gap between short and third, being waved around as Mindas. He's going to the plate. Here's the throw. Mindas gets in. He's in there safely. And there's an RBI for Lucas Lopez. And the Muckdogs tie it. That brings up Cooper Romick. Romick the other night, 3 hits in the victory over Niagara Falls. Runners at the corners. Romick looking to drive in Hammond from third. Here's the delivery. Slider a little too high. One ball and no strikes. Lifts the leg. Geissler the delivery falls in there for a called strike 1. Fans, stay tuned as at the conclusion of this inning, it's Elba night here at Dwyer Stadium. We have an onion eating contest that will be live streaming as that one bounces in for a ball. Elba, nearby town near Batavia, known for onions. 2 balls and 1 strike. Geissler lifts the leg, and that off-speed pitch falls outside. Now 3-1. Anthony Greco on deck. Hitters count for Romick. Geissler looking to battle back. Is the delivery, check swing by Romick. They'll say he went. Now full count. Still no outs. Plenty of time for the Muckdogs to take the lead. The Muckdogs are riding a 5-game winning streak coming into this one as Lopez dives back in there safely on the pickoff attempt. So now the full count upcoming. There goes Lopez going over to second. Hammond shuffling down the line. Lopez trying to get a throw. There's the tag. Lopez is out, but Hammond's safe at home. And Hammond takes the lead. Lopez sacrifices himself. And the Muckdogs take the lead 2-1. Romick still up to the plate. Full count with 1 out in the inning. The pitch upcoming. That one's in there, ball 4. Romick gets on base. That brings up Anthony Greco. Last game, the Batavia Muckdogs had a victory in Niagara Falls for the Americans' first ever home opener. They blew up in the 7th inning to win 16-6 over the Americans. Greco up to the plate, the third hitter in the lineup for the Muckdogs, as that one's outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes upcoming. Geissler lifts the leg. The delivery in the secondary by Romick draws some attention from Sheeler behind the dish. Two balls and no strikes. No one warming up in the Pios bullpen. The next pitch upcoming. That one swung on by Greco, flying out to center field where Donati gets underneath it. A little over to his left. Romick will go back over to first. That brings up Trevor Dutra with 2 outs in the inning. Dutra 1 for 1 on the evening with a line drive to right field. Next pitch upcoming as that one's fouled off. No balls and 1 strike. Romick with a 1-step lead off of first. Geissler the delivery, swung on and missed from Dutra. For those of you that may just be joining us, we tried something new this evening, having 2 kid broadcasters join us in the booth. Tucker Crawford and Maverick Crawford. We have the live chat open. If you guys like that and would like to see more from different kids who show up to Muckdogs games, please let us know or message us on our social media, and we'll see if the fans would like us to continue, as that one swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 runs on 1 hit, 21 pitches for Geissler, and the Muckdogs lead 2-1 here. We'll be sending it down to Bubba Dog to see the onion eating contest down at first base.
Guys, this is a
Looks like the sheriff won the onion eating contest here at Elba Night at Dwyer Stadium. We'll be back in a few short moments. We're back here at Dwyer Stadium following the onion eating contest on Elba Night. Gavin Chandler going back to work with the Muckdogs holding a 2-1 lead over the Pios as that one falls outside.
Austin, I'm looking at the scoreboard. I must have missed something while I was gone. Batavia has 2 runs now?
One run came off of a steal at home from Travis Hammond as that one swung on and missed.
I leave the booth for a hot second just to help out our clubhouse manager, Eric. And I guess the one time I leave, I miss all the action.
1 ball, 1 strike upcoming from Chandler. That one is popped up foul. So I was mentioning before we got cut a little short from the onion eating contest. For those of you just joining us, we had Tucker Crawford and Maverick Crawford from Elba here in the booth as our honorary kid broadcaster as we're trying a new thing here for the broadcast. Just testing out the waters and seeing should we keep it for the season. As I mentioned earlier, we have the live chat going. Anybody who enjoyed it, please let us know. And I think Tucker and Maverick did a great job up here in the booth.
Some very promising broadcasters we have here in the Batavia fan base.
Chandler getting ready for the next pitch upcoming as that one's grounded over. Picked up by Walker and thrown to first, and he's out at first.
Seeing a lot of hits today in that shortstop area and doing a solid job of making the right play. Had a couple catches earlier in the game and now scooping that one up and lasering it to first for the out.
1 out with Tanner Donati up to the plate. Southpaw going to work as the off speed doesn't sneak in there for a strike as they'll call it a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Chandler going back to work. That one's lined out to left field. Getting on his horse is Mindas as that one falls. Donati rounds first. He's going over to second with a stand-up double.
Mindas a little too close to the infield that time. That line drive was perfectly aimed down to the left field right by the wall.
That brings up Bennett Sheeler. Sheeler had a hard ground ball single to center field in his first at-bat. Now he has a runner in scoring position looking to do something similar here. The southpaw getting ready with 1 out in the inning. Chandler the delivery as that one flies out to center. Getting underneath it is Hammond. Tagging is Donati, but he'll stay at second base.
Not really having to move much to corral that ball at the right place at the right time, just stood where he was and made the play.
That brings up 2 outs in the inning, and Aiden Frey, the shortstop for the Pios, up to the plate.
A rough start for him in his first at-bat, was struck out and now seeing the plate again with 2 outs and 1 runner on.
That one falls as Siciliano drops down to block that one. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Chandler going back to work. Looks like we have a Muckdog warming up in the bullpen. Chandler throws back over to second. Where stopping it is Gonzalez. Chandler getting ready. Next pitch as he doesn't even look back to second that time as that one's in there for ball 2.
Donati leading off a lot at second. Despite what I mentioned earlier, Austin, Chandler having a great day with pickoff attempts so far. Donati unfazed.
Chandler getting ready. He's looking back. Gonzalez tries to keep the runner close. That one's lined out. Left center being waved around as Donati. Throw from him into the plate. Cut off, though, by Dutra.
Not sure what the decision was by Chandler to pick that one off there. It looked like the ball was going directly to home, and Siciliano was behind the dish perfectly, so if we would have just let that pass through, I think we could have at least gotten closer to having that out. But nevertheless, it's a tied game.
Schroeder up to the plate. Here's the pitch as that one's fouled off. One strike with Schroeder up. We're tied up again. That one's in there, called a strike. 0-2 against Schroeder. Chandler going back to work. The southpaw lifts and kicks. That one popped up. Going underneath it is Lopez, just over the third base line. And that'll end the inning here for the Pios. 1 run off of 2 hits on 16 pitches.
Yo, Eric and Jason, where'd y'all get this car at?
Pellegrino.
Where's that at?
Batavia.
The best auto dealership in Western New York.
Looking at the standings in the West Division of the PGCBL, the Muckdogs currently hold a 1-game lead of first place at a 6-1 record, with the Auburn Doubledays closely behind 1 game at 5-2. The Tarp Skunks a game and a half behind at 4-2, and Geneva 2.5 games behind at 2-2. Elmira 3 games behind the Muckdogs. And then Newark 5, and the Niagara Falls Americans 4.5. That brings up Yankiel Gonzalez to face off against Geissler, as that off-speed pitch is too high. Next pitch to Gonzalez, same spot, this time a fastball high. Two balls and no strikes. Geissler trying to find a strike here. That off speed, too far inside. Now a 3-0 count. Three balls and no strikes. Geissler looking to battle back. The pitch. Call the ball, and it's a 4-pitch walk against Gonzalez, bringing up Caleb Walker. Walker had a bunt single in his first plate appearance. Caleb Walker looking to move the runner over and get on base himself. The Muckdogs, their offense has been phenomenal so far throughout their winning streak. Geissler getting ready. The pitch upcoming to Walker. That off speed falls in there for a called strike. Gonzalez showing off his personality on the base paths, just trying to get Geissler to throw over, hoping that either Geissler or Callahan makes a mistake. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Down 0-2 quickly is Walker. That one falls in there for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Geissler 60 pitches so far through 3 innings. Next pitch. Geissler lifts the leg. Delivery. Walker fouls that one off. Almost snagged by Coach Cox over there, the first base coach for the Muckdogs. Looks like Coach Martinez over at third is giving Coach Cox some fielding lessons. 1-2 upcoming. Swung on down the first base line again and foul.
Coach Cox, former player under Batavia head coach Joey Martinez. Played for him 6 years ago with the Blue Sox, Austin.
Walker getting ready. We'll do it again for another 1-2 pitch. High and inside. Apologies for the sneezing in the background. Allergies are starting to kick in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gonzalez trying to draw a throw over, but Geissler goes to the plate. Another foul ball. And Walker getting ready for his 8th pitch of the at-bat. Geissler, the delivery upcoming. In there, called strike 3. That brings up Joe Siciliano.
Siciliano was walked in his first at-bat. Now, up to the plate again for the Muckdogs.
0-1. Grounded over, picked up. And there's a double play for the Pios as they get out of the inning.
Another quick double play by Elmira. They're stepping it up on the field here after Batavia brought 2 runners home.
A 13-pitch inning for the Pios, and we'll be back in a few short moments.
Hey guys, this is Austin, the play-by-play broadcaster for the Batavia Muckdogs, and I'm here with Dewey at Attica's 10th hole in Attica, New York at 96 Bunnell Street. Dewey's here ready to sink a par. Go ahead, Dewey. Come out to Attica's to play some 9-hole golf. Nice job, Dewey.
Hey, how we doing?
Good, how are you?
How can I help you? Can I get one federal admission ticket, please?
All right, so that's going to be $9. Having a great season, man.
Yeah.
First place.
First place,
I love
Muckdogs.
Muckdogs. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
If you would like tickets, call our number at 585-524-2260. Go Dogs.
Welcome back to Dwyer Stadium as we get ready for the top of the fifth here. The extra hitter, Tim Haftel, up to the plate. Chandler back out there for the top of the fifth.
Haftel had a pop out right towards short in his last at bat. Bit of a rough start, but never too late to turn it around.
Southpaw getting ready for the 1-0. Swung on and missed. The Muckdogs on the season against their rivals, 1-1. Both teams exchanging victories in their respective home openers.
That's right, Austin. He had the walk-off winner at Dwyer in the home opener, and the night before that, a 10-3 thrashing by Elmira. So both squads have thrown punches at each other and have gotten on into the win column at least once. Still early in the season, still plenty more matchups, but it's close here today, just like it was in those games.
One thing to note about those two teams, the 2022 West Division champions were the Batavia Muckdogs, and in 2023 it was the Elmira Pioneers. Of course, we are just starting out the season here as Haftel drives that one to right center, and that one falls foul. Right field, rather. As I was saying, these two teams exchanged West Division champions in the last two seasons. Chandler goes back to work for a 2-2. From the windup, the delivery, that one's fouled.
If you look at the standings right now, Austin, the Muckdogs first in the West, and the Pios
in fifth right now with a losing record. So things certainly looking bright for the Muckdogs here as we get deeper and deeper into the season.
That one swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. Looks like Coach Martinez having a mound visit, and maybe Chandler reached his pitch count. And we'll be getting a call to the bullpen presented by Wellness on the Go. WNGO offers mobile mental health support through Medicaid managed care plans across Niagara, Genesee, and Orleans counties. For more information or to make a referral, call us at 585-345-0448.
And Gavin Chandler is coming off now, and it looks like Austin Tucker Beving might get the nod to be the man at the bullpen, man on the mound rather, for a couple innings. Was running from the bullpen to meet with Coach Martinez and the rest of the players on the field. And Tucker Beving, someone we've seen before at the mound, Austin, so.
Yeah, Beving in 2.1 innings pitch has an 11.57 ERA, the 333 opponent batting average. He struggled up until points, but has shown promising stuff. And of course, Beving looking to give the Muckdogs a chance here, the right-handed pitcher for the Muckdogs from Norwalk, Iowa, the University of Wisconsin Stout. Tucker Beving getting ready for things to get underway again in the top of the 5th. Eddie Kaufman coming up to the plate. Tonight's Eli Fish K-Man to face off against Beving. Beving's first batter. Chandler's final line for the evening is 4.1 innings pitched on 86 pitches, 4 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, as that one's in there for a strike, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. The final line for Chandler on the evening. Beving going to work. Curveball right back at him. Broken bat, and that one is into the outfield for a base knock.
That pitch hit right back at the mound, and Beving instantly went for it. Was a little over his glove that time, and the ball sailed just above him and just past second base. Great instincts by Beving to attempt for the catch there right after it was hit, but just a little short that time.
One thing about Tucker Beving, I was talking with him earlier. He's a little camera shy. I was asking him if I could do an interview with him, and he was a little nervous doing it. So that one bounces in front of Siciliano.
Not everyone can just hop on the camera like Tucker and Maverick Austin.
Beving, a great guy to talk to, a great guy to be around. He's always fun, joking around all the time. Kaufman leading off first. Next pitch upcoming. That one's lined over the glove of Lopez into left field, where Mindas picks it up, throws it back in.
Two hits now that were almost corralled by the Muckdogs, but just a little bit above the glove for Lopez that time and for Beving earlier.
Aiden Grabowski comes up. 0 for 1 on the evening in 2 plate appearances. He flew out to the center fielder Hammond and walked. Beving gets ready to the plate, off speed, falls in there. Called strike 1.
Both Kaufman and Blanchard leading off quite a bit on their respective bases.
That one bounces in. Siciliano drops down to block that one, 1-1. Beving resetting. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the delivery, and that one is swung on and missed. One ball and 2 strikes. Beving gets his pitch. Getting ready. Lifts the leg, and that one fouled off. One ball and 2 strikes. Beving Going back to a slide step as that one's lined out. Mindas getting underneath it for the out. Darren Callahan coming up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the evening. Flew out to the right fielder and struck out swinging. Beving resetting, getting ready to go back to work. Beving, another slide step. Fastball misses on the outside part. Beving gets his pitch. The delivery. Off speed, falls in there for a strike. 1-1. Beving getting ready. Gets set, and the slide step. Grounder over to Dutra. Flips to Beving, and there's the final out of the inning. No runs on 2 hits for the Pios. 2 runners left on base, and we'll be heading to the bottom of the 5th here at Dwyer Stadium.
Hey guys, this is Austin, the play-by-play broadcaster for the Batavia Muckdogs, and I'm here with Dewey at Attica's 10th hole in Attica, New York at 96 Bunnell Street. Dewey's here ready to sink a par. Go ahead, Dewey. Come out to Attica's to play some 9-hole golf. Nice job, Dewey.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Go to the bullpen. Ready?
Me? Ow. Thanks to these Muckdogs jerseys, which you can buy now, I'm still fresh and still clean.
Bryson Berry leading off the bottom of the 5th here. 0 for 1 on the evening. Geissler going back to work. From the windup, the pitch is low and inside. It's a 2-2 ball game here at Dwyer. Sheeler talking with Geissler. Looks like a pitcher's warming up in the Pios bullpen. Could be the last inning of work for Geissler here. He's at 67 pitches currently. Now the next pitch. Another ball high and outside. The 2-0. Inside this time to Berry. Now Geissler doesn't want Berry on. He's got some speed to him. The Attica native. The 3-0 upcoming from Geissler. That one bounces in and Berry walks.
And the fans love that one, Austin. Berry, a Batavia native here. So someone the fans can easily get behind and root for. He's one of them.
Sean Mindas coming up. Lifts the leg and the pitch. Mindas looks to lay down a bunt. I'll call that a ball. Barry looking to move. Geissler, the next pitch. Mindas lays it down. Looks like that one just rolls foul.
Several bunts laid down by the Muckdogs already so far. The first one earlier in the game from Caleb Walker, who bunted it just left of the plate and got on first. As a result, Mindas trying to do the same.
One ball, one strike. Barry, a two-step lead off of first. Here's the next pitch, is a ball high. The 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one upcoming. Geissler, the delivery line drive foul. That one on a rope down the third base line.
That one was hard to follow, Austin. I almost broke my neck trying to look to the left field line, and that one called foul.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Mindas trying to get on base. Barry leading off for first. The pitch in there. That one bounces away, and Barry could have went to second. Now full count.
Was already almost halfway there to second, leading off a lot at first, but didn't commit to the steal.
Full count upcoming. That one in there for a ball, and the runners advance a base. Brings up Travis Hammond. Don't think there's any movement from Coach Drum. Travis Hammond coming up to the plate. Hammond walked previously. Corners in. Hammond looking to lay down a bunt. That one's outside for a ball. I don't know what they got cooking in the grill over there, but it smells good. The breeze blowing it in through the open window in front of us.
I could smell it from here. Our owner, Robbie Nichols, working the concession stand, keeping the Muckdogs fans here in the stands well fed and satisfied.
1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch, Hammond lays it down the third base line, and that one's foul. Likely not to lay down another bunt this time. No outs. One ball, 2 strikes with Hammond up. Away for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Another full count here, Austin, and if Hammond gets ball 4, that's the bases loaded with 3 consecutive walks and with 0 outs.
Grounded by Hammond over to first. Touching first is Callahan, but the runners advance. Now runners at second and third. 2 runners in scoring position. Bringing up Lucas Lopez in the top of the lineup. Lopez has the speedster Barry on third, and it looks like Coach Drum will be making a mound visit. No signal yet to the bullpen.
Chandler, the starting pitcher for the Muckdogs, taken out midway through the start of the 5th. And Coach Drum for the Pios possibly doing the same.
Take a quick break to have our social media plug. Welcome back as Coach Drum decides to opt with Geissler on the bump. Bottom of the 5th here. Lopez up to the plate. Top of the lineup for the Muckdogs as that ball is outside. And as the sound effects play, just a bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch. Swung on by Lopez. It finds the gap into the outfield. Being waved around is Mindas. Coming to the plate. Mindas is safe. And Lopez with a 2 RBI single.
I was looking into the outfield trying to find the gap that Lopez possibly was aiming for. And instead of flying one out to the outfield, he grounds one just past the infield. And he gets the job done. 2 more runners come in, both Bryson Berry and Sean Mendez. And now Batavia once again taking control here, snatching the lead from Elmira.
Cooper Romick up to the plate with a runner in scoring position. That one falls jamming. Romick inside. Romick has a wide gap between first and second. That one's away for a ball. Lopez on second, the leadoff batter for the Muckdogs. He's 2 for 3 on the evening. Geissler continuing to go to work. Looks like Coach Drum might be making a change soon. Romick fouls that one off.
There's a massive gap, Austin, between first and second, and in the outfield, it's the same. You got Schroeder in deep right field, but not a lot of coverage between him and the center fielder, Tanner Donati. So, Romick, a well-placed ball deep into the outfield, will bring Lopez home.
Swung on and missed by Romick. There's strike 3. Second out of the inning. Anthony Greco coming up. He's 0 for 2 on the evening. Struck out swinging and a fly out to center field. There goes the runner, and Lopez in there safely with a stolen base. Now 90 feet away from scoring.
Solid read by Lopez that time to sprint to third, and now all you need is a base hit from Greco, and suddenly you have a 3-point lead here in the 5th inning.
That one's in there for a called strike. Now a 1-1 count upcoming. Geissler going back to work. That one's fouled. Now, Jared, if that screen wasn't here, it was just us and the play on the field, do you think you'd catch a foul ball?
From the press box?
Yeah.
I think I could. It would have to take a lot for it to pop up and spin forward enough to go over the stands into the press box, but if the opportunity presents itself, I'm there. All I need is, you know what, I don't even need the glove. Just give me my bare hands here, get the window open and out of here, remove the net, and I'm making that play.
2 runs off of 1 hit on 26 pitches for Geissler as we head into the top of the 6th.
Dude, I'm just not fast enough. I can't get that. Why don't you go grab a car from Pellegrino's Auto? Oh, that's a good idea.
Pleasure doing business with you, sir. Here's the keys.
Thank you for the great deal.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a great day.
Thank you. You too.
What's up, guys?
Something wrong with his knee. I'm not sure what it is.
His knee, huh?
My knee.
Let's take a look. Nothing I can do. Let's send down to Rochester Regional Health. The best medicine service.
Welcome back to Dwyer Field. Top of the 6th, the Muckdogs scored 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Tucker Beving still on the bump. As Cooper Smith is up to the plate for the Pios. Beving's pitch swung on and missed by Smith.
I have a question for you as we get the 6th inning underway here. Connor Gerhardt, our game operations manager,
Big Red,
doing a great job of organizing a lot of different events, activities, games here for our fans to get the kids in, for our fans to get the kids involved and participate and to keep the fans engaged. What has been your favorite game and activity that you've seen so far? We've seen musical chairs. We introduced a onion eating contest today. There's been a couple trivia breaks hosted by our in-game host, Bubba Dog. Plenty of options to choose from.
That's a good question. I mean, Bubba Dog, as we both know, is not a fan of onions, so watching him suffer eating that onion was
that sheriff apparently downed that thing in 3 bites.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive.
I can say I couldn't do that. Another one of my favorites was the intern race. It seemed like the fans loved that, but maybe speaking some bias there with you and I being an intern.
We didn't get to participate. We were in the booth for the first time it was introduced. As for my favorite activity, I think the musical chairs have certainly been a hit, and the Bubba Dog run with all the kids going into the 6th inning has been a staple here at Dwyer and has been exciting to see.
I would say my favorite has been musical chairs so far. I mean, we started out the season, our first musical chairs of the season.
I'm glad we got that one on the live stream.
The chair got pulled on one of the contestants. Pretty funny to watch. Probably not funny, maybe embarrassing for the contestant. But That one's popped up where Lopez is chasing after it, almost reaching it. Of course, we have our own funny story with the chair getting pulled. I'm not going to mention any names, but
I think I know where this is going.
Intern A pulled the chair on intern B in the office yesterday. Wasn't a fun experience.
Intern B came crashing down in the office shortly after we, I think it was shortly before our lunch break.
Yeah, that was not too comfortable. Intern B was in some discomfort following that incident. Again, not going to mention any names. It was a rough day for intern B following that. That one's fouled off. Moving stuff around.
Someone should check up on intern B, see if he's recovering well after that accident.
Full count upcoming.
As intern B shows me a blister on his left pinky from said incident. Again, not going to mention people by name.
Bennett Geissler coming up, 1 for 2 on the evening, as that is a strike 3 call on the previous batter. A single out to center field and a fly out to center. Back-to-back hits to center field, and Geissler will likely do the same thing here. That one is swung on and missed. 2 outs in the inning, and Beving has been dealing so far for the Muckdogs.
Intern B wasn't the only person to take a tumble, if you will. To the fans watching our Rochester regional ad, a certain someone making his way to first in that video took a tumble as well and had to be escorted to our trainer room, where our trainer needed to bring out Rochester Regional and take that person to the hospital.
Speaking of Rochester Regional, why don't we look at that ad?
Yo, what's happening?
My name!
All right, we'll get you in here. Come on. Checked out, all right? All right. You good? Yep. All right, let's go. You can look at the trainer's table. Okay. Gotta get this done quick. Trainer.
What's up, guys?
Something wrong with his knee. I'm not sure what it is.
It's me, huh?
My knee.
Take a look. Nothing I can do. It sends out in Rochester Regional Health. The best medicine services in Western New York.
For those wondering, my knee is healing well, and my elbow scrape that I suffered from recording that is healing pretty nicely. So I'm expected to make a full recovery. Listed as day-to-day right now, but a return is expected soon.
Geissler still out on the mound for the Pios. Trevor Dutra coming up to the plate. 1 for 2 on the evening as Geissler going from the windup. A little high. This umpire has a pretty small strike zone this evening. That one's in there for a called ball. Quickly down 2-0 in the count is Geissler. Next pitch upcoming. Low again. 3-0 in the count. From the windup, the delivery. There's a called strike sneaking in on the outside part of the plate. A hitter's count upcoming. From the windup again, the 3-1. Ball 4 is called. It looks like Coach Drum going to the bullpen here, and we'll be back in a few short moments.
Hey guys, this is Austin, the play-by-play broadcaster for the Batavia Muckdogs, and I'm here with Dewey at Attica's 10th hole in Attica, New York at 96 Bunnell Street. Dewey's here ready to sink a par. Go ahead, Dewey. Come out to Attica's to play some 9-hole golf. Nice job, Dewey.
Welcome back to Dwyer Stadium. Zach Nelson in the game for the Pios in relief. Final stat line for Geissler: 5 innings pitched, 97 pitches, 4 hits allowed, 4 earned runs, 7 walks, and 5 strikeouts on the evening for Geissler. Trevor Dutra on first base for the Muckdogs, bringing up Yankiel Gonzalez to the plate. The sun is setting here in left field. A little glare on the live stream out there. A little bright in the booth right now. Gonzalez 0 for 1 on the evening. Flew out to right field and walked in his previous plate appearances. Is that one an off-speed pitch that falls in there for a called strike? No outs. Leading off for first is Dutra. Nelson, the slide step, popped up into the atmosphere. Looks like they may have lost it, but it'll be caught by Grabowski out there in center field. That brings up Caleb Walker. Walker, 1 for 2 on the evening. Struck out looking and singled off of a bunt down the third base line. Dutra, average lead. Walker fouls that one off, but chasing after it is Blanchard, who hauls it in foul territory. quickly 2 outs with Nelson on the bump. Joe Siciliano coming up. 0 for 1 on the evening. He grounded out into a double play and walked. 2 outs. 4-2 game with the Muckdogs leading and Dutra on first. Nelson going to work against Siciliano. So that one falls down for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Nelson getting ready for his 5th pitch of the inning. He has 2 outs. Off speed, close to Siciliano, but a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Dutra leading off first with a 1.5-step lead. Next pitch, another off speed falling in there for a called strike. 3 straight off speed pitches by Nelson going against Siciliano. Nelson back to work. Fastball this time is low in the dirt. Siciliano, the 7th hitter in this lineup for the Muckdogs. Dutra on first. Nelson getting ready. Lifts the leg into the plate. Off speed this time, called a strike. Now a full count with 2 outs. Pitcher warming up in the Muckdogs bullpen. Not sure if they'll go to him just yet. Beving was on the mound for the Muckdogs. He's pitched great so far.
That off-speed pitch by Nelson curved and directly in the zone. A bit surprised Siciliano didn't swing at that one.
That one is fouled.
As he bites there, and now there's a full count.
Dutra will be going out first with 2 outs and a full count. Nelson getting ready for his 10th pitch. Trying to get the put-away pitch here. There goes Dutra, and that's ball 4. Bringing up Bryson Berry.
Berry walked in his previous at-bat, made it all the way to 3rd and was batted in home earlier today and was part of a 2-run RBI.
Berry fouls that one off. A great play over there down the first base line by Coach Cox.
That 2-run RBI giving the Muckdogs a 4-2 lead, which they've held on to since.
Berry getting ready for the 0-1 upcoming from Nelson. The lift of the leg and the pitch. Off speed, falls inside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nelson trying to get out of the inning. 1-1. Berry lines that one out into the outfield. Rounding is Dutra. Berry with the RBI single in front of his hometown Muckdogs.
Great performance by Berry today. First being the runner, batted home, and now batting somebody else home, Austin, doing a little bit of both here up at the plate. And Coach Martinez has to be happy with him.
Mindas up. Still has yet to record a plate appearance this evening. He was hit by a pitch and walked in his 2 prior at-bats. The 0-1 upcoming from Nelson with Berry leading off of first and Siciliano on second. Nelson lifts the leg and throws where that one is grounded by Nelson for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nelson getting ready. Lifts the leg and throws it again. Mindas lines that one out to Blanchard at third, and there's the end of the inning. 1 run on 1 hit for the Muckdogs. 21 pitches. We'll be heading to the top of the 7th here at Dwyer Stadium. Just going to send it back up to the booth for a few words from our sponsors. Has your child ever been tested for lead? The only way to know is if your child has lead poisoning is to get them tested. All children should be tested at ages 1 and 2. Talk to your healthcare provider or the lead poisoning prevention staff from the Genesee County Health Department at 585-344-2580.
And while you're in the area, guys, be sure to check out Whole Life Fitness, the official gym of the Batavia Muckdogs. Stop by it at 624 East Main Street to go get your gym membership today and be a part of the official gym of the Batavia Muckdogs.
We'd like to thank everyone for coming out to the ballpark this evening, and remember that a Muckdogs game is a great way to bring your group together. We're seeing it tonight with everybody from the town of Elba. Whether it's a school, church, business, or youth sports organization, the Muckdogs have great picnic options for your organization or business. Reserve your group today by calling 585-524-2260 now.
So the green looking about 300 yards straight out, maybe a little bit dog leg right. We'll see what we got here with this draw here.
Hopefully I don't slice this one.
No golfing at Dwyer.
So where should we golf at? What do you mean?
Attica's 10th hole in Attica, New York. 95 Bundle Street.
Welcome back as we get the season debut for Gage Wheaton here at Dwyer Stadium. Wheaton, number 11, stands at 6'5". He's a freshman at Niagara University. Niagara University recently concluded their season, so that's why Wheaton's a little late here in Batavia. That brings up Aiden Frey.
Wheaton Austin used to winning over at Niagara University. Niagara Baseball claimed the MAAC championship this past season and made it to the NCAA regionals before falling to number 11 Oklahoma State and number 25 Nebraska.
Wheaton getting ready, going back to work. 0-1. That one goes over the head of Siciliano. And it looks like Siciliano will go talk to Wheaton. Maybe they weren't on the same page there. They'll get on the same page now.
Gage Wheaton arrived with the team today and already making his debut, Austin. If there's anything we know about head coach Joey Martinez for the Muckdogs, it's that he loves to experiment with different players at the mound and loves to give everyone a shot to show what they're capable of. And already his first day here, wasting no time getting that opportunity.
That one's outside for a ball. 2-1. Wheaton going back to work. Fastball in there for a strike. Now 2-2. Muckdogs leading 5-2 over the Pios. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wheaton's pitch fouled off. Wheaton, the pitch. That one's lined out into center field. Getting underneath it is Hammond for the first out of the inning. Jared, first batter we've seen for Gage Wheaton to face this season. What do you think of him so far?
What do I think of Gage Wheaton so far?
Yes.
He's made a great first impression so far in this mound appearance. Has a lot of experience with winning with Niagara, as I mentioned earlier, so it'll be interesting to see if he can bring that to the Muckdogs, and I'm optimistic he will.
0-1 upcoming. Looking to jam Schroeder inside. Too far inside, though, for a ball. Schroeder 0 for 2 on the evening. He grounded out to the second baseman and popped out to Lopez. That one bouncing away for a ball. Just saw a comment roll in from one of our fans about a Cardinals pitcher. Not going to make any reference to that. Swung on and missed. The reason I won't make any reference to that is due to me believing in the superstition with broadcasters making reference to that. If you know what I'm talking about, you can see it in the live chat. That one's fouled off.
Into the bleachers and rolling down the stands, and fans are chasing after that one. But as you mentioned, Austin, the superstition. We had a similar situation a couple games ago here in Batavia. That's all I'll say about it.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Wheaton looking to not lose Schroeder here. Going back from the stretch. Fastball swung on and missed, and there's his first strikeout of the summer for Gage Wheaton.
Didn't take long to get that strikeout. And late in this game, a great opportunity to get some more with Haftel coming up to the plate.
Wheaton getting ready. Haftel up to the plate. That's a ball high.
I know we mention this every time we're home here at Dwyer Stadium on the live stream, but just take a look at that horizon and that sunset. A little hard to see if you're watching from YouTube. It's a little bit below the scoreboard, but just a fabulous view here from the press box of Dwyer Stadium. I know we mention it every broadcast, but it's simply worth mentioning every broadcast. Just not many views can beat that one, Austin.
2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch upcoming, and the delivery. That one bounces in for a ball. 3-1 hitters count for Haftel. Wheaton getting ready for a 3-1 pitch upcoming. Two outs in the inning. Here's the pitch. Ball high, and he walks him. Eddie Kaufman coming up.
Haftel finally getting on base after popping one out to short in his first at-bat and then getting struck out in his second.
Eddie Kaufman 1 for 2 on the evening. Wheaton going back to work. Lifts the leg and the kick. Ball way outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Wheaton getting ready. Here's the delivery. In there for a ball a little high. Two balls and no strikes. 2-0 upcoming. That one's fouled off.
Haftel leading off quite a bit there. Is back at the first base bag now, but was almost committed to rushing to second if that one was fair.
Wheaton getting ready. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lifts the leg and the pitch. That one's fouled off. And now 1 strike away from getting out of the inning.
Wheaton starting to keep an eye on that first base where Haftel is. Right as I mentioned it. Doesn't want him to get too comfortable there. Just simply keeping him honest.
Wheaton ready for the 2-2. And the delivery. In there for strike 3, and he gets out of the inning. 2 strikeouts for Gage Wheaton in the inning here. No runs on no hits, 23 pitches for Wheaton in the inning as we head to the bottom of the 7th here at Dwyer Stadium.
All right, so the green looking about 300 yards straight out, maybe a little bit dog leg right. We'll see what we got here with this draw here.
Hopefully I don't slice this one.
No golfing at Dwyer.
So where should we golf at? What do you mean?
Atticus 10th hole in Attica, New York. 95 Bunnell Street.
All right,
We should
we'll
go
take your
there.
word for it.
We should go there.
We'll take your word for it.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Go to the bullpen. Ready?
Me? Ow. Thanks to these Muckdogs jerseys, which you can buy now, I'm still fresh and still clean.
Welcome back as Travis Hammond leads things off for the Muckdogs in the bottom of the 7th. That one's in there for a ball. Quickly up 1-0 in the count is Hammond. Nelson still on the mound for the Pios. Off speed, gets in there inside for a called strike. One. Hammond looks to lay down the bunt.
One of several bunt attempts we've seen today from the Muckdogs. A couple of them working out, a couple of them not so much.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on by Hammond, grounded over Blanchard, diving. He picks it up, throws it. Hammond beats it out for an infield single.
Not in time with the throw there, but a fantastic dive by Blanchard in between the second and third gap to scoop up the ball and immediately beam it over to first.
That hit by Travis Hammond gets everybody in attendance this evening half off on Tully's famous tenders. Lucas Lopez up to the plate. 2 for 3 on the evening. That one's in there for a strike. Nelson going back to work, 0-1. Here's the pitch, and there goes Hammond to second. He's diving in, and he's safe. Stolen base by Hammond.
All of a sudden, Austin, a runner in scoring position for the Muckdogs. Hammond already starting to lead off from second.
Third base playing in. Here's the next pitch. Off speed. Too far inside for a ball to Lopez.
Lopez hesitant to swing on that one, and good reason why was called a ball. And there's Hammond again, already leading off. And Grabowski at second trying to follow him.
In there for a called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nelson going back from the stretch. Lopez at the plate. 2-2 from Nelson. That one's fouled off. Now Nelson getting ready. The Muckdogs leading 5-2 here. The delivery. Off speed. That one out into center field. Getting underneath it is Donati. Tagging is Hammond. He'll go over to third. And the job is done for Lopez.
Hammond steadily moving around the diamond, gets over to third, and now is talking to Batavia head coach Joey Martinez for potentially leading off and reaching home. Would be the 6th run of the game for Batavia.
Romick coming up to the plate. 0 for 2 on the evening. Grounded out to the shortstop and walked and struck out. Romick against Nelson, infield, and that's a liner into the outfield, and Hammond comes across to score. Romick takes the turn at first, but he'll stay there. An RBI for Cooper Romick adds a run for Batavia.
The Muckdogs pile on their lead, this time with a liner to the outfield. Elmira a little slow to reach the ball that time, and it pays for it on the scoreboard.
Greco up to the plate. That one grounded over to first, but foul. 1 out in the inning. Nelson getting ready for the next pitch to Greco. Off speed, a little too far outside for the first ball. Now a 1-1 count. One ball, 1 strike. Leading off of first is Romick. Nelson's off-speed pitch. A little high for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two-one upcoming. Nelson slide step out into center field. On his horse is Donati. He snags it. Romick will head back to first.
Another fly out on the Muckdogs' end, caught by Donati at center field. He's keeping Elmira in this one when he's out there.
Thrown over to first. He's in there safely. Trevor Dutra 1 for 2 on the evening. Pitch from Nelson as he lifts the leg, and that one's outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Romick moving off first, but that's another ball. Now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Dutra up at the plate. Romick, his secondary lead keeps him at first, and now 3 balls and no strikes to Dutra. Upcoming, the delivery, off speed, in there for a strike. Curveball dropped to the bottom part of the strike zone and still there. Three balls, 1 strike, the delivery, off speed, inside. They call it a strike late.
And the fans here at Dwyer Stadium unhappy with that call by the umpire.
Full count from Nelson, the delivery. There goes Romick. There's strike 3, though. 1 run on 2 hits on 21 pitches, and we'll be going to the top of the 8th inning here at Dwyer Stadium.
He's got something else I'm sure you're going to like.
Yo, Eric and Jason, where'd y'all get this car at?
Pellegrino.
Where's that at?
Batavia.
The best auto dealership in Western New York.
Hey guys, this is Austin, the play-by-play broadcaster for the Batavia Muckdogs, and I'm here with Dewey at Attica's 10th hole in Attica, New York at 96 Bunnell Street. Dewey's here ready to sink a par. Go ahead, Dewey. Come out to Attica's to play some 9-hole golf. Nice job, Dewey.
Welcome back to Dwyer. It's the top of the 8th inning. The Muckdogs leading 6-2 over the Elmira Pioneers. Leading off is Evan Blanchard, Gage Wheaton going back to work. At the 2.5-hour mark, probably about 2 hours and 15 minutes, give or take, of game time so far. This one's been flying by as that one flew right past Blanchard for a strike.
We were talking about this earlier. One of the quicker games of the summer thus far here at Dwyer Stadium.
Off speed in there for a called strike. Now down 0-2 is Blanchard. No balls and 2 strikes. The delivery from Wheaton swung on and fouled.
Austin, you asked me a question earlier today that I don't think I got your answer on. Assuming we get rid of this net and a pitch is hit foul and makes its way towards the press box, are you catching it?
With my bare hands.
Bare hands, no glove, no nothing.
I'd say if I stuck out my right hand, I would catch it. If I stuck out my left hand, probably not. I am a right-handed thrower, so you'd think since the glove was on my left hand back when I played, I would have immediately gone to that, but 9 times out of 10, I go to my right hand just because I feel like I can catch better with that one barehanded.
I don't think it would hit off the bat fast enough for you to at least not see it coming.
That one's out to left field. Mindas chasing after. He slides. That one bounces away. Walker picks it up. It'll be a single for Blanchard.
For the people just tuning in, I said earlier when Austin first posed me that question that I would make the catch. You know, assuming we didn't have the net in front of us, didn't have the window in front of us, and it spun and was aiming for the press box.
I have the reflexes to catch it. Just, I don't know if I would put 2 and 2 together. Probably would duck out of the way. That's my instant reaction.
That's also very true.
Wheaton gets that one in there for a called strike. Blanchard leading off first base. Aiden Grabowski up at dish. He walked, flew out, and lined out in his previous plate appearances. In there diving is Blanchard safely on the attempted pickoff. Wheaton, the 0-1 upcoming. That one's fouled. No balls, 2 strikes. Getting ready for the next pitch upcoming to Grabowski. That one's grounded over to Gonzalez. He flips it over to Walker. Back to first. There's the out. It's a double play for the Muckdogs.
For a second there, it looked like Dutra dropped the ball at first and didn't get the double play. But my eyes deceived me.
Quickly, 2 outs here at Dwyer in the top of the 8th inning. Wheaton still on the mound. That brings up Darren Callahan. Outside for a ball. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Wheaton back to work. Off speed, high. Two 2-1 upcoming from Wheaton. Swung on and missed. Looks like the Muckdogs have someone warming in their bullpen. So this could be the final strike for Wheaton if it goes well. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The delivery. Inside for a ball. Full count. 2 outs in the inning. Darren Callahan 0 for 3 on the evening. Wheaton likes that pitch. The delivery. Ball high and he walks Callahan. Cooper Smith up to the plate. Wheaton getting ready for his 40th pitch of his outing. Lifts his leg to the plate. In there for a called strike. Oh, 1. Wheaton takes a peek over at first. He'll be going to the plate though. A little too far outside, the umpire says. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. One upcoming. Wheaton lifts his leg, the delivery. That one's fouled off. Maybe taking out a car. One of our fellow interns, box office assistant Spencer Ireland, moved his car over to the corner of the parking lot, the larger parking lot here at Dwyer Stadium, and that one went right in that direction.
I think I've seen that car before on our live stream, Austin.
The famous Pellegrino's car. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fans, stick around as we have a race upcoming here in the 8th. Two. That one's fouled off again, going right towards the direction of my truck this time. I didn't hear any glass break, so that's a good sign.
Luckily for me, I do not own a car, so that is one less thing I have to worry about from working here at Dwyer Stadium.
2-2 upcoming from Wheaton. The delivery. That one's popped foul. Siciliano chasing after it, but it'll hit off of the bleachers. Gage Wheaton so far through 45 pitches. He's given up 1 hit, has 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. He's gotten the job done for the Muckdogs, exactly what Coach Martinez called his number for, number 11. Wheaton getting ready. Lifts the leg in the pitch. Slider falls outside for a ball. Now full count. Full count pitch upcoming. The delivery. That one popped up. Getting underneath it is Dutra, but he is not there in time. Full count upcoming. The payoff pitch with Wheaton on the bump. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. Called strike 3! Wheaton gets his 3rd strikeout of the inning. Excuse me, of his outing, I should say. We'll be heading to the bottom of the 8th.
A little bit of a late call, but the fans were ecstatic when that one happened. Roars and cheers bursting from the crowd after that called strike.
We have a race going on down the third base line.
This is the Eli Fish promotion. All right, folks, I don't know any of their names. Besides number 9, his name is Benedict. Then we're going to count down to 3, and they're going to run.
Michael Benedict out here racing as well.
3, 2, 1, the OT, every single level.
There they go, and it looks like Benedict won. Dewey bringing up the rear, and Dewey gets shoved down to the ground by Bubba Dog. And that's hit for the 8th inning race. That was presented by Eli Fish. And even though it rained the last few days here in Batavia, getting a little car wash. Speaking of car wash, Muckdogs Fans Auto Wash is an award-winning and committed to providing the best car wash experience in the Finger Lakes. Go unlimited and become a club member today. Don't forget to ask about the family plan program and save even more. A Muckdogs game is a great way to entertain a group for the evening. Now we are able to offer fundraisers, I should say, tailored to your group needs. For all group information, please contact the Muckdogs office at 585-524-2260 to reserve your package today. Do you or someone you know have a birthday coming up? Host it with the Muckdogs. For just $179, you receive 10 tickets, 2 Ficarella's pizzas, 10 drink tickets, 1 autographed baseball, and a PA announcement for your birthday person from our very own and Batavia native, Paul Spiata. Sending it back down to the field, new pitcher for the Pios this evening. That new pitcher for the Pios is number 31, Owen Hoyt. First pitch from Hoyt is fouled off. By Gonzalez. Next pitch in there for a ball. One count. Way outside for a ball. Two balls and 1 strike. Gonzalez waiting for the next pitch. That one out to right center on his horse is Donati. That one falls. Gonzalez runs first. He's going to second. He's being waved to third. Gonzalez in there diving with a triple for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Wow. Great hit by Yankiel. He's putting his hands next to his ears, trying to hear the cheers from the stands. And Batavia head coach Joey Martinez is loving it.
That brings up Caleb Walker. The Pios put the infield in. Here in the bottom of the 8th. That one bounces away. Here comes Gonzalez to the plate, and he slides in. The Muckdogs add their 7th run.
Batavia's dugout was going crazy as Yankiel was welcomed back after making his way home. And a dominant outing here for Batavia in Dwyer Stadium.
Walker looking to do it all over again for the Muckdogs. That one too low. 2 balls, no strikes. Walker 1 for 3 on the evening. Grounds that one over to the first baseman, Callahan. He'll pick it up and win the race himself. Unassisted out at first base. Joe Siciliano coming up. He's 0 for 1 on the evening. Grounded into a double play other than his 2 walks and the other at-bats. The southpaw going back to work. Finding the inside part of the plate for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Another pitch upcoming. Outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hoyt going back to work. He likes that pitch after shaking off the first one. From the windup. Call the strike. The Siciliano had to move away a little bit from that. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed from Siciliano as he goes down swinging. Second out of the inning brings up Bryson Berry. Lefty-lefty matchup. As Hoyt, his first pitch, bounces in. One ball, no strikes. The southpaw's next pitch is fouled.
That one crashing into the bleachers. A couple walking fans turned their heads to see where that one landed.
1-1. Fouled again. Berry fighting up there. 1-2 count upcoming. Hoyt going back to work. Lifts the leg and the delivery. That one grounded down the third baseline, picked up by Blanchard. He fires it over to first for the final out of the inning. 1 run on 1 hit for the Batavia Muckdogs. As we head to the top of the 9th here at Dwyer Stadium.
Hey, how we doing?
Good, how are you?
Can I get 1 federal admission ticket, please? Alright, so that's gonna be $9. Having a great season, man.
Yeah.
First place.
First place.
I love
Muckdogs.
Muckdogs. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
If you would like tickets, call our number at 585-524-2260. Go Dogs.
Welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for the Muckdogs. To finish this one off, it's Reed Markham. In 3.2 innings pitched, he's given up 4 hits. He has a 9.81 ERA. Opponents are hitting 286 off of him. As we get ready for the top of the 9th. pinch hitting is Mike Palmer in place of Tanner Donati. Markham getting ready for things to get underway here in the top of the ninth in Batavia. First pitch, ball high. One ball, no strikes. Markham from the windup. Swung on and missed. One ball, one strike. Markham going back to work. Ball high. Now Markham, for those of you that have been here since the start, he was the one that gave us the starting lineup ad from Tompkins Bank. Markham going back to work. There's another ball, 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count. Palmer. He saves that one. He thought it was going to be a ball. Full count upcoming.
You could see him wave his bat in the air, almost dropped it because he thought that was ball 4 and started headed towards first. And there he goes and gets it. Took a little longer than he would like, but nevertheless, he's on first.
Bennett Sheeler up to the dish for the Pios. As Palmer on first. Markham getting ready as he lifts the leg and pitches. That one, a line drive right back to Markham. He almost threw it back to first base. He gets one out, though, off of the broken bat. Line drive right back to the pitcher.
Great instincts by Markham at the mound. Almost had the double play there, just a tad too late, but 2 outs away from putting Elmira away.
Aiden Frey up to the plate, 1 for 3 on the evening. That one sneaks inside for the first strike of this at-bat. Palmer with a 1-step lead off of first. Markham just worrying about the batter here. Lifts the leg in the pitch. That one bounces away from Siciliano. No movement from Palmer at first. One with 1 out. 1's across the board. Markham getting ready to kick. That one's fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Markham steps off, recollects himself. One-two offering from Markham is outside for a ball. Two balls and 2 strikes. Markham in there, called strike 3. There's 2 outs. Next batter, Schroeder to the plate. Markham, his 13th pitch upcoming. Looking for this to be his last batter. That's a ball. One ball, no strikes. Schroeder trying to start a 2-out rally as that's a ball. Markham from the stretch, the 2-0 offering. Finds its way into the strike zone for a called strike. Markham will finish this for the Muckdogs. 2-1. Fouled off. Now we're 1 strike away. Markham resetting. Here we go, getting the pitch from Siciliano. Reed Markham comes set. Lifts the leg and the kick. That one out to left center, going after it is Hammond diving. That one falls, Mindas picks it up, gets it into Walker, and it's a double for Schroeder. Second and third, 2 outs. Tim Haftel up to the dish. Markham, the delivery, ball high. One ball, no strikes. Another ball high. 2-0 count. Markham resetting. Next pitch, swung on and missed from Haftel. 2 balls and 1 strike. So I accidentally punched the table. Markham's next pitch. Another strike. Now he's back to a similar spot, 1 strike away. Markham comes set. Looks to the plate, he lifts the leg, the pitch. Ball outside, and now a full count. We'll do it again. Markham's just 1 strike away. Coming back to the set position from the stretch, lifts the leg, the kick. Outside, a ball, and he walks with the bases loaded. Eddie Kaufman coming to the plate.
Bases loaded, Austin, but you only have 1 more out to make use of those loaded bases.
Now, Jared, how about this story? Eddie
Let's hear
Kaufman's the Eli Fish K-Man. 2 strikeouts on the evening for Kaufman. Ball high.
You want to know who chose Eddie Kaufman to be the K-Man of the game?
Who was that?
Myself. I'm not going to say I have the script because I don't, but funny how things work out.
Markham, next pitch. There's a called strike. One ball, one strike. Markham could be the hero for multiple reasons this evening. That one fouled down the line. One ball and two strikes with 2 outs and the bases loaded. This could get interesting here.
Just need one more strike, and the game is over.
Markham.
Batavia eyeing 6 wins in a row.
That one's fouled. One ball and 2 strikes, and Kaufman, the K-man this evening, as we mentioned earlier, he struck out twice so far. Markham can be the hero to win the game for the Muckdogs and send everyone home with a Tully's coupon and an Eli Fish coupon. From the set, the stretch position, lifts the leg, the pitch, that's a ball high. 2-2. And he's just making it suspenseful. Well, Markham doing it again. Lifts the leg in the delivery. That's a line drive into the outfield. Mindas picks it up. Being waved around is Schroeder. Mindas the throw to the plate. 2 runs will score.
Elmira trailing by just 3 now. A last-ditch effort here. Back against the wall. Top of the 9th, 2 outs. On with 2 strikes as well. Rather. And now you have 2 runs on base. The tying run up to the plate now. Things looking and pointing in Elmira's direction.
Pitcher warming up. Believe that's Trey Bacon in the bullpen.
Trey Bacon so far in 1 mound appearance was the closer for the Muckdogs in last week's 12-11 victory against the Americans. Closed that one out, Austin, after a late run by Niagara Falls.
Markham getting ready. 0-1. That one's fouled off. And now Markham back to a similar situation. He's been 1 strike away. Markham's getting ready for his 32nd pitch. Evan Blanchard at the dish. Gonzalez creeping over. There's the off-speed pitch high. 1-2. Markham from the stretch. The lift of the leg, the kick, and the pitch. Called strike 3, and he strikes him out. The Muckdogs win their 6th straight game, advancing to 7-1 on the season, and Elmira falling to 3-5 here. With the victory, the 7-4 victory, the Muckdogs walk out, keeping their winning streak alive thanks to Reed Markham. As for this one here at Dwyer Stadium, Austin Mendes alongside Jared Valentin wishing you a good night, and the Muckdogs are back in action tomorrow at Jamestown. Jared on the call for that one. Thank you for tuning in this evening, and please have a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow.